have a member of the Italy delegation here to the NATO conference today. And I want to ask you, have you ever been to Dayton, Ohio before?
No, that's my first time.
Okay. And how do you feel about the security here? Do you think it's pretty good?
It's pretty good. We feel really safe and really well organized, everything.
All right. And what will you be doing here at the conference?
I'm a member of PA and Assembly and member of the Italian Senato, and I'm the rapporteur for the Political Commission of NATO PA about the just peace and latest peace for Ukraine.
Have you been able to leave the security zone to be able to see other things here in Dayton?
Yeah, I was working all the time from when I'm here, so didn't have any chance.
Okay. Do you like the weather here?
Okay, I come from Italy, so today I like the weather. The day before, not so much.
I am with Karen, who is a member of Parliament from Norway. And Karen, you're down here for the NATO conference?
That's right. Yeah.
And can you tell me, what do you think of Dayton? Have you been to Dayton before?
I have never been to Dayton before, so it's first time. I like it quite a lot, but we were sort of missing the people here. So I've been trying to meet some of the locals to try to talk to them about Dayton as well, because that's also an important part of being here, I think, is to try to also speak and engage with the people living here.
So have you be able to get beyond the security zone and visit things here in town?
Yes, fortunately. So that's been great. It's good to also see ordinary people living their lives here, just not only the security. Yeah.
What do you think of our weather so far?
Lovely. I was actually expecting colder weather, so this is great. This is perfect for meetings. It's not too hot and not too cold.
And what is your function here at the conference?
So I'm a delegate here from Norway, a part of the Norwegian delegation. So we're listening in, participating, trying to present the Norwegian perspective within the NATO alliance. And it's always good to also listen to other member nations, other parliamentarians, and learn from their experience and their perspectives.
All right, Karen, thank you very much. We have a member of the Polish delegation,
Hello.
Catherine. And Catherine, is this your first time to Dayton, Ohio?
Yes, it's my first time in Dayton, Ohio. I'm a Polish parliamentarian, MP from Poland. And it's very interesting for me. It's actually also my first time on a NATO session, because I'm a new member of the delegation.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a meteorological question.
Okay.
How do you like the weather here in Dayton?
It's fine, and I would say it's very much like Poland, and even the not only the weather but also the nature, the trees, greenery really reminds me of Poland. So I feel like home here.
All right. How do you feel about the security that has been provided here?
I was surprised by the security measures that were provided. As I said, it's my first time in the NATO session, so I really don't have, I cannot compare to another places, another events like that. I could compare to some OCC sessions. I'm a member, I'm the parliamentarian who also takes part as observer and different missions during the elections in different countries around the world, and the security measures are not that high there as they here.
And final question for you: have you been able to leave the security zone and see other things here in Dayton?
Naturally, not yet. All the time, I'm just taking part in those organized elements of the program. Actually, I'm very glad that every piece of the program is a little bit in different place, and those places that's surprising for me, but also I'm liking it, are the museums. Like it was a historical park yesterday. Today I was already. Yesterday was a historical park. It was an art museum. And even today, there was a Victorian theater when I took part in one of the sessions, one of the meetings. So it's very interesting because I have this possibility to get to see, get to know a little bit of the culture and of the, I would say, the style of life here. Unfortunately, the most of the people who are surrounding me are all the politicians from all over the world. We cannot really meet like regular local people here. I mean, I had a nice chat yesterday with the bus driver, so he told me a little bit about himself and the city and the life here. But I still hope I will find a little bit of time to skip the secure zone and just see the normal life in Dayton.
I'm with Fernando. He's with the delegation from Spain. Fernando, have you ever been to Dayton, Ohio before?
No, first time in my life. I'm
First time?
very pleased to be here. Thank you.
And how do you like our weather?
Well, it's a bit changing every day but we are at the moment we are fine. Freezing in the morning, but good midday. It's very good. Thank you so much.
How do you feel about the security being provided for you?
Well, I'm very impressed about the security, but I think that the American security forces here in Dayton should know much better than me what are the challenges and the threats they are facing too. But I'm quite impressed about the security around us.
Have you been able to leave the security zone to see other parts of Dayton?
Not yet. I hope to make it this afternoon after the meetings we have. We have free time in the afternoon, and I hope to be able to make it. So we'll be moving around.
I have Romana from Romania, and she's attending the NATO conference here in Dayton. Romana, is this your first time to Dayton, Ohio?
Yeah, first of all, hello to everybody. I'm very, very pleased to be here. Yes, it's my first time in Dayton and I fully enjoy it. It's a very beautiful place and I think that it needs to be more known by everybody around the world because it's really pretty.
How do you like our weather?
Well, now it's gorgeous. The first day when I came, it was rainy, and the second day, so we got a bit sad about that. But now I see that sun is with us, so good prospect ahead.
And have you been able to leave the security zone to be able to see other parts of Dayton?
I'm afraid that apart from going to the green mall, and do some shopping. I don't know exactly the name of the place. Apart from doing that, unfortunately, I couldn't really visit. I intend to do so if we have the chance in the next 2 days.
And how do you feel about the security that's being provided for you?
Well, I think it's state of the art. I mean, clearly there were very, very intensive efforts for ensuring that nothing bad happens, and we are very, very grateful about this. We fully appreciate, and I apologize from the inhabitants and people in Dayton because I'm sure that the traffic was a bit disturbed, but it's for a good cause.
It's not often you get to stand in the middle of Main Street in downtown Dayton, where you can take a leisurely stroll for the next couple days during the NATO conference that's being held here. Right now, there's no traffic. I'm at 2nd and Main. You can see no traffic. 30 years ago, the table behind me was used at the Dayton Peace Accords, where the primary parties would sit and discuss how that particular war was going to end. Now been brought to the Winter Garden of the Dayton Schuster Center.
I want to thank our president, Marcos. Thank you for bringing the Dayton Parliamentary Assembly to Dayton, Ohio, and thank you for leading us. Thank you for your leadership. I also want to thank the NATO Secretary General for his leadership and for being here today and for addressing us. I thank all the heads of state who will be joining us here today. When I first welcomed you, I welcomed you to Dayton, Ohio, and now I get to acknowledge you all as citizens of Dayton. Over the weekend, as we undertook our Dayton dialogues, we learned that Dayton is not just a place or a city. It is a goal. It is a goal of peace. The road to Dayton, taken 30 years ago in the Balkans, was a road to peace.
The United States is not only involved in NATO for historical reasons. The United States realizes that to stay safe, they need a secure Atlantic, they need a secure Arctic, and they need a secure Europe. That is of a vital, direct interest to the defense and security of this country long term. So that's why we work together.
I am with Chelsea Kozad, and she works here at the Dayton Peace Museum.
Yep.
So I have to tell you, Chelsea, I didn't even know the Peace Museum existed.
A lot of people don't.
So tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we just celebrated 20 years in Dayton this past June. So we are a space that is, in short, just dedicated to fostering peace and community. So we actually started out as on a Victorian house on Monument, and we moved to this space about 3 years ago here on Courthouse Square to kind of be in the center of everything and to hopefully get more of our name out and more of a following.
Well, walking through your tour, I know you have a whole segment on NATO and the originating countries. And so have you had any of the folks from the NATO conference coming through here?
Yeah, we have had a couple delegates, and we're having the Balkan delegation come through tomorrow. So we are expecting kind of a general just flow of delegates to kind of come through and visit the museum.
Now, maybe with the weather improving, you'll have more people
I hope
wandering
so.
out here.
I hope so.
But it's also open when NATO's not going on because you're inside the security zone.
Yes.
Right now. But when NATO's not going on, anybody can come in. What are the hours?
So we're open Friday and Saturday to the public from 10 to 5. But if you call us ahead of time, usually we're here on the weekdays and we're more than willing to accommodate people from out of town or any other times for tours throughout the week.
All right. And tell me a little bit about how this got started in the first place.
Yeah, so we were founded by a group of Daytonians who went abroad, and when they went abroad, they were asked, what do we do when we visit you in Dayton? And they largely just said the Air Force Base. That's all they had, which is a representation for them of war, and they were peacemakers. So Ralph and Christine Dahl were our founders, our two main founders. We had a bunch of other people who contributed in the beginning stages of the museum. But it was just a place to come. It was largely inspired by the signing of the peace accords and by the peace movements that have happened in Dayton and the peaceful kind of people that we have also that have come from Dayton.
And for the general public, the museum has more than just about NATO, right? I saw a picture there of Ronald Reagan. I didn't catch what he was signing. Do you know what that photograph was about?
We're at
back behind me here, where you have.
Oh, it's probably something with the Accords. It's definitely with the Accords. We have the most extensive exhibit on the Dayton Peace Accords, has won many both national and international prizes. So that's something that we were hoping the public would come and visit us and understand kind of the Accords and why this is such a big deal that the Parliamentary Assembly is being held in Dayton as a reminder of the 30th anniversary of the signing of the Accords.
And how do you get the word out about the museum? I mean, do you have like a web page?
Yes. Yep. It's peace.museum is our quick link, but it's www.peacemuseum.org. Yeah, that.
So, and finally, so that you're open on the weekends for the public, what are you doing the rest of the time?
So we are prepping for exhibits and events. We have rotating exhibits, so every 3 to 6 months we switch out our exhibits in the main gallery space. Typically we partner with other organizations to help with those if they're traveling exhibits, just so we can collaborate with other organizations like us, other nonprofits that are working on kind of the same mission as us.
All right, great. Well, thank you for this quick review of the Dayton Peace Museum, and good luck on your future endeavors. And now that maybe more people will know about it and know that they can come down on any weekend, I guess, unless it's a major holiday or something like that. And they can also check your website out.
Absolutely.
All right, well, thank you.
Well, thank you.